Hello, everybody. Happy not Chivalry Tuesday. Slight change of plans today. My fellow knights in shining armor were unavailable, so I thought, rather than play a game that I'm horrible at all by myself, I'll play a game that I might be horrible at all by myself. And as I'm sure you've realized, that game is Phantom Abyss. Meneth shared this last week or something, and it looked pretty cool. And it's available now in early access. So I thought we'd check it out. You and me and Duncan the Viking here. All right, I know that I kind of gave him a hard time about that stupid name, but it's kind of growing on me. All right, it's not a stupid name. It's not a stupid name. I'm just saying, you don't look like a traditional kind of Viking. So, that's all. But don't let me stop you. Don't let me dash your hopes and dreams. Hello, Taps. Hello, Meneth. Hello. Wait, who else is here? Hold on a second. My thing just shut down. I had all the thoughts perfectly prepared, and then the second that the thing closed, the thoughts just go away. The thoughts are associated. Just don't push my hand. You always push my arm. You have my attention. You're right here. I can literally hear you through the headphones. Okay, where was I? Good evening, everybody. Hey, Ostreak, and anyone else watching on YouTube who doesn't feel like chatting, no sweat. I feel ya. I'm one of those guys, too. And I'm making this for you just as much. So you can sit there, keep your fingers to yourself, stay quiet. That's perfectly fine. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you have a space fluid handy to drink. And what's really weird is this wasn't this full when I set it down. It was like halfway full. And now it's completely full, and I'm feeling a little uneasy about that. I don't know why that happened, or how that happened. We'll just pretend it's all part of the show. Tasty. Okay. I think you'll do fine. You have more grapple hook experience than I do. I thought it'd take time to get used to its specific mechanics. I did play around a little bit. Just kind of like, when you're using a Steam controller, sometimes you don't want to just go in blind. So I spent a little while, less than an hour, maybe 30 minutes. So I think I got a config going. I think we'll be able to get our way through. There's not a whole lot of mechanics in the game, but it seems like they're really focusing on the core mechanics, and hopefully it does it well. I'm kind of spoiled with Cyberhook because, and not to say that Cyberhook does grappling super well. I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. But I don't have a whole lot of other things to compare it to, and I play so much Cyberhook that now in my brain... What? I will. It's right there. Hold on. With Cyberhook in my head, now I feel like that's how every grapple hook mechanic should be. So we'll see. But one thing that I was happy about, and it's kind of obvious from the trailer, but sometimes you don't know, is does it force you to only grapple onto certain things? Like some games will have a little hook right there, or a little thing, and it's like, oh, you can only grapple to that. which isn't the end of the world if the level design is in such a way that the developers thought of really fun and creative ways and placements of these things. Otherwise, sometimes it's just lazy. It's just like, well, we don't want them to break the game, so we'll make it so they can only grapple to these things. But then the end result can sometimes be really boring. That's not how this game feels. And that's good. But it is in early access, and it's not done yet by any means. So maybe it'll crash, maybe there'll be some bugs, maybe there'll be some issues. I don't know. But I will say that the setting in this game is so freaking good. It is, as somebody who from space would watch your guys' transmissions of Legends of the Hidden Temple and watch your guys' transmissions of Indiana Jones movies, I love this. Okay, I will. All right, look, Raid made this. Me and Raid made it together. And you guys in the TRICOM have already seen it, but check it out. It's Raid. You see Raid? Yeah. So anyone in the TRICOM, if you haven't noticed, there's a new race which stands for Raid's Awesome Community Event. It used to be Creative Event, and then he changed it to Community Event, or from Creative Event to Community Event. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm letting him have freedom to make all sorts of creative decisions. So this is available now to color and to design, or, you know, like, be creative with it. I have some ideas for things that I want to do and throw it in there. It's going to be going on for a month, so check the channel, the race submissions channel and the race chat channel, and you guys can throw your goofy idea. Make him look dumb. Put a big mustache on him, you know, or, you know, color him brown. He'll hate that, and I'm curious to see how he's going to respond if he doesn't like something. But either way, it's going to be pretty cool. We haven't had a race in a while. That was always Raid's thing, and I always felt weird me doing it. But now that he's back and he's involved, we're doing it. So that's that. There. Jeez. You know, sometimes I forget to mute the sound system in engineering, and I have the headphones on, but it can be pretty loud down there, and I can still hear it, sort of. And it's not obvious always what that is. It just sounds like weird, sort of phasey and strange. And luckily I can mute it from here. All right. Yeah, Meneth, looks like you can grapple anything, just a matter of being in range. Hey, Adrian Rivera. Oh, damn it, my stinking fingers. Oh my god, I didn't even touch it that time. All right, I'm just not going to mess with it. Have you ever tried the gyro aiming on shooters on the Nintendo Switch? I find it weird how the devs will only out gyro or put gyro on Switch, but not PS4, 5, or PC. Apex, Overwatch, Spellbreak, Doom, etc. Yeah, I have tried it, actually. What was it? It was Doom. Doom came out on the Switch, and I was so curious. I was like, how can this be? You know? Because that was one of the earlier games on the Switch that was, you know, like a real game that was ported. So I picked it up, and Doom 2016 is pretty much any first-person shooter for the most part is just not the kind of game that I'm going to play on the Switch or on a console at all. That's just not the kind of, like, I'll play it on a computer. It doesn't make sense to me to play that on a console because I am lucky enough to have, you know, a decent gaming computer. But I was just so curious and I couldn't help myself. I picked it up on the Switch. I enabled the gyro function or whatever, and it was phenomenal. I played through almost the whole game again just on the Switch because it was so much fun. And what I would do is I would just like set it up, you know, like kickstand the Switch and then hold those Joy-Con and it was insanely fun. Oh, there's another one. It's actually sort of along the same lines as this. It was the roguelite redneck something. Redneck. God, I can't remember. It's some first-person shooter dungeon, roguelite thing. You might know. And that one also had gyro aiming, and again, I had a really good time playing that on the Switch. And I'm with you. I really don't get it. I just truly don't get it. Unless I think maybe, and not that this is justified and not that I have any reason to think this. Maybe someone, at Sony or whatever is like such a fan of gyro and know that they recognize the value in it, that they think from their perspective that maybe it would make it unfair to the players who aren't using gyro. And then maybe it would make it would maybe divide the player base, and because it is effectively, like adding mouse support. And if you're not using it, then I don't know. I mean, I don't know the stats. I don't know if a player using a gyro versus a player not using a gyro makes that big of a difference. But in my experience, it makes a huge hell of a difference. So maybe it's something like that. They want to maintain some sort of parity. I really don't know. But yeah, I'm with you. It doesn't make any sense. It's the weirdest thing because like gyro aim is the next level, the future of, gaming. But it is old. It's like we've been doing this for ages. And Nintendo's been doing it for ages. So I don't know. I really don't get it. I don't get it. But it's one more point for the Switch, And I never thought that I would find the Nintendo Switch, a portable Nintendo device, to be the best way to play a first-person shooter, on console. And it's all relative to whatever your priorities are. My priorities, if I'm playing on a console, I really don't care too much about resolution and frame rate and all that stuff, because it's never going to satisfy me no matter what. But putting gyro controls in, all of a sudden, that makes it way more fun. So, yeah. Yeah, there's crossplay on a lot of PvP shooters nowadays. Overwatch just got it today. Yeah, I heard Overwatch was getting it. That's pretty cool. Sony is changing their tune. Paladins actually has gyro on PS4 and 5 and Days Gone as well. Yeah, I knew about Days Gone. I know there's some games where it's like when you go into like an ADS mode, and I don't know if that's how it is with those games. But yeah, that's cool if they have it just like full on, letting you use it however you want. Menth says, well, the Switch is basically the best of the consoles to complement PC gaming. Yeah, I agree. Especially, and you shouldn't do this. Don't do it. It's wrong, and shame on you if you do it. But if you mod your Switch, oh my God. Huh. Not that I would know anything about that, but let's just say, if you like fun, oh boy, you can have a lot of it on a modded Switch. All right. We're going to do this. Tap says, I would argue that the PlayStation would be better at the moment. Well, if it doesn't have gyro, it's not even a question for me. Not even a question. I think it is fairly impossible for me to have fun playing a first-person shooter without a mouse or without a gyro. There's just other games, right? There's great games on consoles. There's great games on PlayStation. Sony and Xbox, they've got some amazing games. So I don't feel like if I were playing on a console that I would be missing out on all that much by not playing first-person shooters on a console. I'm excited to check this one out. Phantom Abyss. Yes, you can emulate the Switch games for sure, but then again, you're sitting at a... I mean, if you have a high-end PC good enough to emulate a Switch, then you're sitting at a high-end PC playing a Nintendo Switch game, you know? And as cool as I think that is, and don't get me wrong, I have put in a bit of time setting up emulators and stuff on PC for Switch. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, why am I playing this here in front of this computer? And, you know, like in this cockpit playing Switch on here. It's cool. There's a novelty to it for me. But for me, the real value of the Switch is all the places that I can't bring my PC, you know? Other rooms, or even just sitting outside under a tree, propping your Switch up, playing Mario Odyssey, you know? Like, you can't get that on a PC. Even if you have like a laptop and stuff, the experience is so different. That's where, to me, like the Switch excels. It's like the best of those types of things. All right. Here we go. Phantom Abyss, everybody. That's not Phantom Abyss, that's the TRIverse. Let's try again. There it is. All right, stand by for one moment. I'm already feeling warm, so I have to do something with my 38 pounds of hair. Okay. Oh, did I fix that button? Oh, hell yeah. Good job, Ryker. You fixed the button. I couldn't remember if I did that or not. Here's a little OBS tip for you. If you have a button on, say, your Stream Deck that pulls up, you know, a little additional overlay or source, when you're setting up your key bindings for it, you might have your on key binding and then a separate binding for your off key binding. If you can manage it, if you can spare the keys, create another key binding for on and off. And I know you can do it with the same ones, but don't. Have a key binding for on, have a key binding for off, and then have a separate key binding for on and off. Because that key binding can come in so handy for so many different things. And I'm not going to spend the next 20 minutes explaining all the different ways that might be of value to you. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're setting up key bindings for little things like that, toggling sources on and off, consider taking 5 minutes, setting up that dual binding, and giving that a try. There's a lot of use cases where it becomes very handy. Very handy indeed. Okay. Anyway. Oh, yeah, shoot, that Donkey Kong game on the Switch, man, that's super good. Really good. Hey, Nemo, how's it going? Good to see you. All right. What's up with my Steam controller overlay? How come it's not doing its thing? Here, let me see real quick. No, it looks right there. Let's try it again. Now, what in the world? It's like frozen, but it's not actually frozen. When I check it out, when I look at it, it's not frozen. Let me just restart it real quick. And see if that fixes it. OBS Ninja, share your screen, window. There we go. And since we're here, we'll get everything going in the Discord. There. All right, let's try it again. Nope, it's not doing its thing. Weird. All right, I'm going to troubleshoot that later. It's not super important. Okay, here we are. I wonder. I like the way the game looks too. It's got sort of a cell shaded look. Here's what I did as far as my config goes. I brought over my Battlefield 4 config and I adapted it. And we're not using a lot of the functions because it's not as complex as Battlefield 4 or anything like that, but we are using action layers. We're using a shift or a sprint layer, a shift layer on our left grip. We're using a crouch layer on right touchpad up click. And that's it. That's all the action layers we're using. I'm keeping the other ones in here for now. Not that I'm going to need them, but I'll clean up the config later. I am super happy about action layers, man. It's cool just being able to have my template with all my action layers, all my possible ones, right? All my favorites. And even if I don't end up needing them in a game, I just remove them from the config. But if I do need it, it's right there, and I don't got to remake it. It's really cool. I'm super happy with it. So we can get into more config stuff in a minute, but let me first kind of just, for those of you who don't know yet. All right, here, check this out. So this is your whip, and I guess that all of these little podiums will, eventually contain various items and things like that. This game is very quiet. Let me see. I've got my volume turned up all the way. Let me turn it up on the mixer. All right. Oh my God. I love that sound. All right. So you got a whip. And right trigger, soft pull. It whips your whip. And left trigger, soft pull, is your right mouse button, which changes the mode of your whip. So I haven't used the regular mode yet. I don't really know what the regular mode is for. Maybe for attacking things or hitting things, activating things perhaps. But the left trigger soft pull mode, or I guess for you mouse people, right mouse mode is the grapple mode. So when you have left trigger held, you kind of get this projection, this indicator of where you can grapple to, and then when you do it, look at that. It's nice. It's real nice. So obviously you can use this to get across large gaps, things like that. You can also use it for sort of like a wall running type of thing, like I guess wall whipping to get some additional lift. I believe there is other abilities and things that I don't have any of those yet, like double jumping and things like that. And then you've got running, and I'm using my sprint layer for this so that we stay in that layer. We stay with sprint no matter what we do. We don't accidentally cancel out of sprint. What Adrian says, I think you'd like Taryn from Linus Tech Tips. He uses 4 keyboards to edit videos for all the Yeah, I'm very familiar with what he does. He's a little overkill. Sometimes I wonder if he's just leaning into the character a bit. But yeah, he has some really great stuff. Many years ago, he did an extremely long video, like an editing video, and I learned a lot about how he uses macros and with his video editing process, and it helped inform me about thinking about video editing differently, creating workflows based on like, you know, macros and buttons rather than working within the interface itself and following the rules, you know, sort of thinking outside the box. He's a smart guy for sure. Hey, Wernetta, how's it going? Good evening. Oh, Wernetta's leaving soon. All right, well, if I haven't missed you, have a good night. And if you're still there, have a good night still. Double good for you. Twice as good. All right. What else? When you're running and you crouch, you slide. We love sliding around here. Sliding is great. We slide in a lot of games. We slide in the war zones, and we slide in all sorts of stuff. We slide in some of the battlefields. I'm a big fan of sliding. So a lot of these mechanics just automatically feel very familiar. I'm going into that slide, that crouch layer, which is my slide when I'm running, right? And I stay there. Like, as you can see, I'm still crouched. And then when I either click the sprint button on the left trackpad click, or jump, or click the right touchpad again, you know, I can toggle in and out of slide. There is a slide or crouch toggle button in the game. I'm not using that though. I'm kind of doing like using my own sort of workflow for crouching. And I guess the only other interesting thing I should point out is, and this may change, this may not work out, but as I showed you, regular click or right trigger soft pull is the whip, and then holding left trigger, you know, it turns on that you know, grapple mode. And then so what I'm doing is right trigger full pull is left mouse or right mouse, and then on a release it fires left mouse. So it essentially does this. Right? So instead of hitting left trigger first to do that, if I want to grapple, I just full pull and then release. So full pull. This is full pull right trigger. This is not left trigger at all. Full pull right trigger. And then when I release, it'll fire my mouse, my left mouse button. See that? And I put a tiny bit of delay. And I think I still have that delay on there because it was doing it too fast on the release. It was firing the mouse button, but it was releasing the right mouse button too fast. So I put a little bit of, release delay on that right mouse button. And maybe that might not work once we get into the game, but it feels good so far. I've kind of spent a little bit more time hanging out here in this area than anything else. But I did do, you know, a couple of runs here, and it was really fun. Though I was tweaking my controls really the whole time. All right, so all these phantoms you see, these aren't, you know, real-time players. These are like ghosts, like you might get in like a Trackmania or other racing games. But they've all died. So it can be handy to sort of like see where they're going because they can lead you to things that you might not know about. But it could also be dangerous because if they suck, then they're going to lead you to your death. So I don't think I want to go down there. And what's neat about it is you really can take your time, it seems, because you're not racing against... I mean, I guess someone else could be playing this at the same time as me, and if they beat it first, then they win or whatever. But it doesn't force you to be like, go fast, hurry, go fast. But if you want to follow those phantoms and sort of get a little bit of insight from their run, then you kind of do want to keep up with them, you know? But again, you don't know if the guy's an idiot. If the guy's an idiot, then you're going to be screwed and it's all going to be his fault, which I think is a hilarious mechanic. And there is treachery all around us. I'm not familiar with all of the different types of traps and stuff. But it's cool because you can grapple basically anywhere. So you... Oh shoot. These tiles fall, by the way. So yeah, it's kind of fun. You can make your way around creatively. There's also a neat thing where you can roll when you're falling from a high distance, and if you time it right, you know, you roll before you hit the ground, then it breaks, it softens your impact so you don't take damage. And it seems like you also could, and I haven't really tested this too much yet, but I believe that you could like do that. Like if you're falling, you can grapple onto the ground. And I think that will break your impact too, but I haven't really tested it too much. Hey, Brandon, how's it going, man? Welcome. Yeah, it does look cool and creative. It's got a fun feel to it, too. Oh, interesting. Meneth says he hopped into the Discord for the game and read some posts, and when you enter the temple, no one else can until you die. Yeah, I wish it was in VR too. It'd be amazing. Can you imagine Cyberhook in VR? I imagine Cyberhook in VR every freaking day. It's one of my favorite things to do with my spare time. I want to make like some sort of adventurous Indiana Jones inspired synth jam. A bit of a juxtaposition between those genres, but I don't know. I like to live dangerously. See that? That's cool. And imagine in VR, you really would have to roll. That would be awesome. I mean, it would be awesome for like one time, and then it would be. Oh God! I almost fell. See, I don't know if I need to go this way, or if this was just like an optional route of getting that way. All right, here we go. And there's treasure chests filled with coins, and you can use those to buy stuff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, look at the ground moves. I mean, there's all sorts of interesting things to kill you. Check this guy out. So I could buy stuff from him. I have 172 gems or whatever. Costs 150. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Hold crouch, then jump to jump extra high. Nice. Masked Defender spits poison gas bombs. 4 gas bombs. It'd be cool if the game somehow like prioritized your friends' phantoms. So then from time to time, you know, you see like your buddy in there. You see Meneth going and I could follow him. Oh, fuck, I broke my legs. Son of a biscuit. Uh-oh. And apparently you can hit those things with your whip to open them. in addition to hitting E. There is a bit of a cooldown on your grapple as well, so you can't just sort of spam it. Oh, fuck. Get away. Go, 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 go. I'm gonna need to do some tweaking on my sprint layer. What was that green thing? What is the... was that just the... like... showing me where the enemy... Yeah, it was showing me the enemy. Okay. And it might not be in my best interest to just run through these rooms. There could be things in there that I want. But I don't know. Oh no! That's it. My health was already so low from falling earlier like a dork. My phantom has been captured. It's gonna spit me out, right? That's the way it works. So then that's it. I can't try that one again. But I don't know if like they're all like if it's, you know, if they're all unique necessarily, or if they're all a reconfiguration of pre-built rooms in a different sort of progression. It's kind of what it seems like with some of like the animations, like things and stuff. That's probably how it is. I don't think the entire layout is necessarily procedurally generated. Like the layout of the entire room. That is, oh shit. You really got to pay attention. Hey, where's this guy going? More gold. Whoa. And it's neat because, like, the Phantoms are not really players that are there right now, but they still affect the environment. Oh, no. Oh, jump. Oh, jump. So, like, when they run over the falling tiles, the tiles will still fall, even though that is just a Phantom player, which is cool. I like that. It makes it feel like you're racing against somebody. Go, go, go. Aha. This game is definitely a butt clencher, man. Lots of little butt clenching moments. Ah, son of a bitch! It's not hard to hit the crouch button. That's not even the challenge. But it is for me. For now. We'll learn to crouch. Press, see, it's reminding me. Press crouch just as you hit the ground. You dummy? That's what it means to say. Oh, no, no, no. God. See what I mean? This is a medium chest. That means it can tell you your future. Okay, so this is a door, and it requires a key. We need to find the key to open the door. Did I? Oh, look at that. You can really, truly grapple on anything, even the ceiling. That's pretty cool. Oh, look, the key. Does the gold come to me when I open it? Yeah, it looks like it does. I don't think I have to stand there. Maybe I do. No, I don't think I do. Oh, shit. See, you don't want to grapple too soon. You got to be mindful of that range. Whoa! Shit! Those mother effers. And the sound of it. And here's a benefit. Like I was saying, I have that full pull to right mouse. There's a benefit to holding that down, you know? Because then you could more accurately get a readout of the range and if you're in it or not. That's cool, hitting it with your whip to open it. All right, I kind of want to test the range, like see if I have to be close enough or if it just sucks all that to me automatically. Uh-oh. Whenever you go through a hallway where statues are facing each other, it's almost always a bad sign. Let's see. Oh, fuck, that didn't... Oh, no, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Whoa, no. Do I even want to be going this way? I mean, it was a way that I didn't go, so it made me think that I wanted to go, but I don't think I necessarily want to go this way. I think that's going back. Maybe it's not. Either way, I will operate on the assumption that it is. I can crouch. I can roll. Let's buy a blessing. Oh, hold jump to fall slowly or whip faster. Safe or fun? Let's go fun. I'm planning on dying anyway, so. I don't know what this little thing means right there, but we'll see. Whoa. Can I attack it? Oh, that is lucky for me. No! Oh, that's so annoying. That sucks. Thought it was close enough and I wasn't. Maybe that's just one of the things that it'll take time to figure out, you know? Get a feel for that range. We'll get there. I don't know if you've noticed, but I keep spilling my drink. Somehow it keeps refilling itself. Don't understand it. Yeah, Meneth, you have to land before you can whip again. I would definitely like whip and whip and whip and whip myself all the way across. If not though. So I guess I get it. Do they come to me? Around corners too? Okay, cool. That green stuff is bad stuff. It'll hurt you. Me too, Nemo. I love the way it looks. It's a good whip sound, too. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of like power up that like a turbo whip power up. Fuck, dude. This guy's legs are weaker than mine. Oh, my health is at half already. Ah! And you have to remember that your whip grapple is not instantaneous. So you do have to consider timing. Uh-oh. How am I going to get down? I'm definitely going to break my legs. No, I'm not. Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Oh, no. I just got done talking about the timing and how it's not instantaneous. And then right before I land on the ground, I do the grapple. And of course, the grapple takes a second to grapple. Damn it. Again. I blame it on Cyberhook. It's too much Cyberhook. New piercings there, free of charge. That's right, Nemo. Painful foot piercings. It's the new thing all the cool kids are doing. What do you think if I just jumped off of here? What do you think would happen? Let's see. Let's try it. Oh, he is a ninja. And just like every adventurer, we have zero respect for pottery. It's nice that they put like the purple haze down there so you know that you're not supposed to, like, there's not a thing down there. You know? You know what I want to try? Like, this is stupid, but I kind of want to try it. I feel like being stupid. Oh, yeah. That's dangerous and irresponsible. Let's see. What if I go like... Oh, fuck! It's okay. We're fine. We still got 2 more hearts. No. Yeah. A large chest. Some say large chests are the best. Ah! But I'll take any chest. Yeesh. Okay, hold on though. Hold on. Let me see. When I'm running and then I grapple, does it cancel my sprint? No. Grapple jump, cancel my sprint? No. Oh, that on the other hand. Why am I only sprinting when I'm going? Let me look at this. I don't know if pausing makes a difference, but I'm going to pause it. Clicking goes into our sprint layer. And then our sprint layer looks like this. And I threw shift all over here. And I don't know. I don't know if shift is... No, I think that's good. I think that's right. Because, I mean, you could throw shift over here on an always on action, but then if you cancel it out, then you have to reactivate it. But as it is, I'm kind of having to reactivate it by retouching like up, it seems. Sometimes, like or is it just a matter of taking a second? See, I'm still in my sprint layer, but it didn't maintain shift. And then when I click it again, it's not reactivating shift. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that off of there. There may be a more efficient way of doing this, but just for fun, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to put a D-pad here. Mode shift button, left pad click. And this is just a regular WASD D-pad. But then I'm going to put a click action as shift. And then when I leave this, it will also go back here onto these, which are shift. So if I'm frantic and I'm clicking it, then it should reactivate shift. Now let's do this to cancel it again. Now it's canceled. And then if I click again, it reactivates it. That's good. That's a good workaround for now. Because what's happening is if I maintain that shift layer, like right now I'm in the shift layer, and then I land, it cancels out of my shift, even though I'm still in the shift layer, and I have to reactivate the shift button. No, I'm so sorry. I'm saying the word shift, and I don't mean my shift layer, because my shift layer is something else. Right now, all right, for the last couple of minutes, when I'm saying shift, I mean sprint, and I mean shift on the keyboard, not shift on the Steam controller, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And then if I click shift, or I re-engage that shift layer when I'm already in it, it doesn't cancel me out of the shift layer, which is what I want. I don't want it to cancel me out of the shift layer, even if I re-click it. I only want it to cancel me out of the shift layer if I lift my thumb. If I lift my thumb, no sprint layer. No shift key held. No sprint layer. I don't have enough to buy anything. Okay. This will be better. I've awakened the Guardian. Oh, I could pay money to open the door. Oh, that's what you meant earlier, Meneth. Right. I understand. So it's like a shortcut. You can use your money to sort of get access to a shortcut. think we just got lucky. All right, let's buy something. Longer whip range. Holy diver. Thank you very much. I will take it. What? Okay. Yeah. I thought it was glitching out. It wasn't going to let me click it. It's just teasing me. So, for any of you that don't know, tomorrow I am playing Battlefield 4 with Rambletown. So be sure you guys come back for Battlefield 4. It's going to be a hell of a thing. Is this okay to stand on? Oh yes, of course. Jump jets. Jumpy air pads. Oh, look at that. Man, imagine if this was like real-time multiplayer. You have like a dude coming. He's like coming this way. Fuck out. Ugh. Pancake. Mode. Engage. What's this? Oh, can I? Oh, wait, no. Okay. Thought maybe I can go up there. Oh! You definitely makes things a little more spicy, you know? No, yeah, gas bombs everywhere. Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. I totally timed that poorly. I am loving this. What does this mean? Sacrificed, you were bludgeoned on floor 3. Oh. Loot captured. Your loot has been captured. Challenge friends to beat the temple and release it. Wow. What does that even mean? My friends can release my loot? So apparently they're having issues with the sharing, the code sharing, so it's been disabled for now. That's all right. Early access. That's right, Nemo. Tomorrow is going to be cross-pollination time. Definitely bring your pollen sacks, because there's going to be so much pollen for everybody. Oh, what? Those things spin faster than you run, so. I think, I don't have any money. I can't go through the magic door. Ooh. Oh no! Oh! Damn it. Oh, am I still alive? Oh, that's kind of nice. So if you've got health, then you might survive the fall. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, damn it. I need the key. Gotta go back. Okay, maybe if you open it, then all of the loot comes to you, you know? But if it's already open, how many of these keys can we take? How many do we need? I'll just take the one. But if it's already open, it seems that it doesn't magnetize to you. Hey, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Calm down. Yes. Have any of you been to Disneyland in Anaheim, California? Have you ridden the Indiana Jones ride? That's a really cool ride. At least I remember it being really cool. Go! All right, we've awoken the Guardian again. Let's see how this goes. Ghosts are players from the past. In the game and in real life. Come on, okay, of course, everything is fine. I always feel like I'm gonna get thrown over, you know? And I need to start paying better attention to the whip, like recharge sound, the listen. You hear it? And it doesn't happen until you hit the ground. So you can't just go by the timing of releasing your finger, because it starts when you hit the ground. Oh, look at someone has fallen to their death. Not me. You must have forgotten how to roll. Like a big, dumb baby. Actually, babies are pretty good at rolling. But not the dumb ones. Oh, like a badass. Whoa! You again. No! Jump. What? Damn, did you see how high I... Was that from the perk I got? I don't even remember what perk I got. But I almost saved myself after falling that great distance. It wasn't quite enough, but... I think this is one of those games that that you play on like a Friday night with like a pizza, you know? Like you play it with a pizza. It's like an all-nighter pizza game. It definitely has that roguelite sort of addictive feel to it. I could see myself just playing this till 4 o'clock in the morning with a fucking pizza and having the best time of my life. Right. No! What? God. No haircuts. Oh, and these ones are moving slower. Okay, so the spinny things, you can't assume the speed when you see it. You kind of have to be aware that the speed might be faster than the other spinny things. Is jump the same when you hold it, or versus tap it? Is it the same? It feels like it's the same. Wow. All right, we're gonna go get a key. Whoa, that one is very long and very pokey. Jump over it, jump over it. Jump. 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 Oh, where did that guy go? Hey, dude, how'd you get up there? I want to go up there. Whoa, what's down there? Oh, wait, I don't think I want to... Let's just... I'm going to get distracted with all the fun. With all the fun. Do I want to open it? No. Sometimes it seems like I jump real far. Jeez, the sound is so, like, aggressive. In the best sort of way. He went down there. Should I go down there? I don't know if I should go down there. I love that there's different ways to go, you know? I love that. And I'm finding that at least until I get a better feel for the distance of this grapple, it's a good idea to do a full pull first and just sort of hold it, you know? So that I can see that little pop-up indicator. Whoa! No! Golly! I knew that was going to happen when I was in the air, but by then it was too late. We're going to do it again. You can't watch the stream and play at the same time. For whatever reason, your screen keeps blacking out. That's interesting. I wonder if there's something going on. If maybe that's related to why I can't do my my controller overlay. You know, you see how it locks up. It's still running, you know, VSC View is still running. OBS Ninja is still running, and when I alt tab to it, it all looks fine. But I wonder if there's something up with the game where, you know, it's doing a thing. I don't know. Let me know what you come up with. Oh, you figured out the issue? Okay. But the sliding is very fun. Yeah, I'm noticing that performance isn't super stable. Also, this game suffers from a problem that I experience all too often, especially with Unreal games. Almost exclusively with Unreal games. Which sucks, because so many games are using Unreal. And that is with with Unreal's moronic mouse smoothing, and it messes with consistency. Ghost Runner has this problem. RoboQuest had the problem, and then the dev fixed it by disabling Unreal's mouse smoothing, and now RoboQuest is phenomenal. But you can see from like my snaps, I'm not moving. My snaps should be going to the same spots, and it does for a while. And then it just starts drifting off. The snaps will, even though like the snap is it's a mouse delta value. It is the exact same value. And sure, maybe there's a little bit of fluctuation in my holding of the controller, but not enough for it to go this off. Look at that. I mean, look at, you know what I mean? So it's almost like it might be better to not even use the 180 snap. But the problem is, the bigger problem, and the mouse delta issue, or the mouse delta use case here, demonstrates it. But the problem persists elsewhere. This highlights that there is a problem when you're moving your mouse fast. The engine applies some sort of smoothing thing, a limiting thing. And you might not feel it with a regular mouse, but it's there and it's fucking with you. And I feel it, and I notice it, and it sucks because you get your muscle memory going, you know? And then all of a sudden, things go a little bit further, or a little less further, and you kind of have to have this little buffer area, period, you know, in your brain, where it's like, all right, just know that you might not go as far as you want it to, or whatever the case may be. I wish that wasn't a thing. And I thought it was maybe related to like inconsistent FPS, right? Maybe the mouse is tied to FPS. It's not. I mean, maybe in this game it is. Maybe this is something else. Maybe it's the same you know, result, but maybe a different thing than what I've experienced. But all these other games that use Unreal have this same problem, except for when the developer specifically disables Unreal's built-in mouse smoothing features. And RoboQuest developer is awesome enough to have done that, which greatly improved the game, not just for your mouse delta snaps. You can demonstrate it using mouse delta snaps really reliably, but it is affecting you whether you're using a touchpad or whether you're using gyro or whether you're using delta snaps or whatever you're using. And the one thing in every game that needs to be consistent is your look sensitivity. It needs to be consistent. This is the equivalent of that sensitivity slider just being moved around very slightly up and down as you play, totally at random. And it's very frustrating. But I don't blame this game for it. I blame Tim Sweeney himself. Not very smooth, my friend. Not very smooth. And when I say outrageous things like that, I don't really mean that I'm blaming Tim Sweeney. But maybe I do. Tim, if you're out there, what happened, man? You were supposed to be the chosen one. Fix this. I urge you. For the sake of all of us explorers. Yeah, fuck. Jeez. I almost died and it would have been Ramble's fault because I was looking down what he said. It's like life. Not everything is consistent and reliable. You just gotta keep on keeping on. It's unreal. It's a good statement. I'd like to sum all that up in some sort of Asian character and have it tattooed on my lower back. Because it is true. Did I... Wait, oh shit, I don't remember which way I'm going. I'm going down, right? We're going down? No, we're going up. What a dork. We're going up. I know it. I know directions. I'm from space. We have all sorts of directions. Ah, son of a bitch, this is where I started. Again, I blame Ramble. Not Ramble Tan, I blame the rambling that I'm doing, which is very distracting for me. God. Okay. It's funny, the noises that this game makes me make. Seriously? That's not that high, that's 30 feet? Come on. You're a video game character. Here we go. Yeah. I'm not frantically mashing that button as fast as I can, as many times as I possibly can. I'm timing it very perfectly every time. Of course. Wait, did we go this way? No, this was the right way. I did see this. But we didn't go. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yes. What is that? An uncommon key. You know, when I was a kid, I used to collect keys from all sorts of weird places. I had the hope that one day, you know, I'd find some special door. And everyone would say, oh my God, if only we had the key. And I would stand up and say, guys, I got this. Walk over there. Pull up my bright neon green keychain with all my dozens of keys and say, here, try this. Strangely enough, despite all my preparation, never happened. At least not yet. No, you're gonna die. Go, Ryker! Oh, God! Huh, let's do it like this. Let's go like this! No! I wanted to. I still want to. You can't stop it. You can't. You only live once. Piece of cake. Come on. Guys, are you gamers or not? Yeah, it's okay. Whew. I love that they give you options. Like, you have options. You don't just have to go the one way. You can be irresponsible and be creative. Oh, I hope it's a health one. Please be a health one. No. Oh, but a double jump. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Double jumping is really fun. In life and in video games. All right, we're gonna make it past this Guardian dude. We will. We will. We will. Russell Burbank? That guy's name is Russell Burbank? That's the coolest name I've ever heard. He sounds like a fucking explorer, doesn't he? Doesn't Russell Burbank sound like an explorer's name? That's awesome. He must have been really excited when he saw this game. He's like, finally. I'm sure Russell Burbank knows the way. All right, where are you going, Russell? Get out of here with your nasty fart bombs. Jump. Oh, that's right. We have a double jump, you guys. I keep forgetting. Jump, jump. Roll. Slide. Oh, okay, let's go this way. Why not? Oh. Hey, look it. Another uncommon key. The game is pretty generous with its ledge grabbing, and that's good. That's appreciated. I'm not personally a fan of when like the crosshair sort of locks to the nearest ledge, like you kind of see it do sometimes. That's not to say that functionality doesn't save my life plenty of times. I'm sure it does, but in just most games in general, you know, I don't like that. It just feels like dumb for my brain. It's like why is it pulling away from me? Why is it moving? I'm not doing that. I want full, complete control over my mouse. I want to be the mouse master. That's fun to do. It doesn't serve any purpose, but it's fun. Go away. Okay, hold on. No. What? No. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. I did not do this. Weird. Oh, hey, Rambletown. If I haven't missed you, have a good night, my friend. And when you get your eyeballs checked in the morning, I hope they're still both there. Because we have a battle to fight together tomorrow. And you're going to need both of them. All right. Oh, yeah, here's what I was going to do. I got to check this. My crouch layer, I need to make sure. For some reason. Let's do this. We're going to put a tiny little bit, a 3-click delay on firing into the sprint layer, just so I can be sure that it's removing my crouch layer. Because sometimes it seemed like it wasn't removing my crouch layer when I would enter my shift layer. Hey, we made it past that one part, you guys. I told you we would. Which doesn't mean much, but I was right for once. All right. Here we go. Some people's legs are weak and some people's legs are strong. And some people just can't help but fall from high places, rendering irrelevant the strength of one's legs, because when you fall from hundreds of feet, you're gonna have a bad time. All right. It's safe to say that I like this game, and I'm definitely gonna be playing more of it. It has all the things that I like, most of the things that I like. It has everything that I like within the context of the things that this game has, which is just another way of saying I am pleasantly surprised by this game. It was not on my radar, and Meneth, thank you for putting it on my radar. And whoever the heck is making this game, thank you for doing it, because I am greatly enjoying this, and I am telling you, I promise you, I swear to you, there are nights in my future that me, my Steam controller, and a fucking pizza are gonna have a great time with this game. I hope you guys liked it. It's only $20 on Steam. It is in early access. If you are sick of all that bullshit, then hey, just wait a while. It'll improve. But I definitely think you should wishlist it if this looked fun to you. And I can assuredly state that if it looked fun, you're gonna like it, because it's very fun. It's the kind of game I enjoy the atmosphere, I enjoy the sounds, I enjoy how the music is not just going all the time, but it comes in subtly and kind of cinematically. I like that. It's got a good vibe, a good feel, it looks good. The performance isn't very great, but it will get better, I'm sure. And it works with a Steam controller, which is always nice. You know, I don't know why I often begin a sentence by saying I don't know. It's like a wild card. It's a way of saying that whatever I'm about to say next hasn't really been thought through very well. And the result of the statement that I'm about to make may be out of my control. I really don't know, because I haven't put that much thought into it yet. And I try to be mindful. I try to think about my words. And the fact that I have a very limited vocabulary of Earth words leaves me courting pauses to try and find the most appropriate word, as you can see. But then there's music. And when it's time for music, you don't need words. Shh. No words. All right, everybody. I certainly do appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. Nemo, you're the best. Meneth, if you're still there, what are you doing, man? It's late. But I appreciate you. I hope you have a good night. Taps, if you're still there. Renetta, I hope everyone has a good one. And over there on YouTube, Brandon, Osric, Adrian, and those of you just hanging out, keeping your fingers to yourself, silently watching. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I hope you've had a good Tuesday. And I hope you come back again tomorrow for Battlefield 4 with Ramble Tan. It's going to be a good one. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.